Good morning. There are absolutely no gaps on the scans, like not even invalid ones, because my scanners will pick up gappers that are invalid, even if they have, they have like low 30-day volume. They'll still show up on the scan. They're just a different color. And this morning there's literally nothing, so it's gonna be a slow one. It looks like. I did get stopped out of the TQQQ position yesterday for a profit, so about a 7R trade. So it was good that it actually hit that that first target, and I got to move my stop up from break even, which is good because if you look at it, it kind of looks like today we might push back. So we'll keep an eye on the Qs today because it looks like maybe we could get a close above the 20-day moving average, at which point I would enter at the end of the day. The SPY trade is still alive. Um, it closed above the 20 yesterday, so we're still alive in that one. Um, yeah, so that's about it. TQs are we're set up to go there, ready to punch that button at 9:35. Outside of that, I am running my slower gap scanner just to double check. Uh, I have one that's a much faster, leaner version, but sometimes I'll just run the one that's a little slower and I think maybe more thorough. But I think it's gonna result in just about nothing anyway, so that's fine. So it looks like maybe the only play we'll be worried about in the first half hour here is at least I should say at the open or opening 5-10 minutes will be the TQs, trying to get back into that one, and then um, yeah, from there we'll run the spike scanner and see if we get anything there. I did some work on the spike scanner yesterday because I realized that it was not what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't accounting for volume in the right place in the scan. It was doing that too early, and so it was like shrinking the universe of stocks unnecessarily. Um, so we had to move that, and then I kind of retooled the whole thing. So I want to see if it works, basically. So that's the spike scanner. Yeah, so you can see the uh, more in depth or more intense scanner, I guess I ran. It's a lot slower, but it will pull anything that was a gapper of over 50% at any time during the pre-market, and it shows its current gap percentage. So you see this ISPO is only at 46% now. Um, yeah, so it didn't quite open at 50, but that's okay. These things happen. So I'll just start the spike scanner, the new one, and see if that works. As soon as this honestly, whatever. I modified this new spike scanner to cut out some of the unnecessary prints that it was doing, but I kind of think I might want to put those back in. Basically, this spike scanner is only going to say something if it, yeah, okay, we've got an issue there. Let's see if the, let's see if the old one will work. Before I do that, let me do this. Just gotta keep an eye on the time. Uh, yeah, actually, so the old version is working better, so I might just stick with that. Honestly, it's hard to just sit here and not have any plays when you want to make money, right? This is one of the challenging things about having a system and sticking to it is that every day you sit down, you want to make money, so you feel like I got to go out and find a play. And I think that's one thing when people back test that they don't tend to look at is how many days go by without an entry or without being in a trade. And really, god damn, I have no words this morning. Really sitting and thinking about what does that look like? I'm surprised we're going short on the TQs this morning. I thought this was gonna push pretty high. You know, let me do some bookkeeping here. 52, 52. And our stop is 52.77. 52 Schwendespend. So yeah, I think when people back test, they don't look at all right, well, how long am I gonna have to sit here and just twiddle my thumbs? How often does that happen? How often am I not in a trade? And really kind of conceptualize, that's the word I was looking for earlier, I think. Conceptualize like what's what is that actually gonna feel like, you know? They don't look at their back tests and realize like, oh, there's 3 or 4 days can go by without taking a trade at all. And what does that what does that feel like? Am I actually capable of doing that psychologically? Um, yeah, we might hit our break even target pretty quickly here. And we're good. Okay, so come on now. Move that stop to break even. All right. Good deal. So we're in yeah, look at that thing. That's lovely. Let's keep doing that. Let's let's keep that happening. 49.99 is our next target. At or below 49.99. Okay, so we're set up on the TQs. That's good. Should type some of this stuff in here. Oh, I forgot to do that. Nikes. What's my? Oh, forgot to get my starting equity this morning. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So anyway, yeah, I think when people backtest, they don't look at how often they're just going to have to sit on their hands and do nothing, which is an incredibly hard thing to do when you want to make money. Because when you want to make money, you want to be doing stuff, right? You want to be pushing buttons. You want to be finding trades. You want to be putting some risk on the line, which is perfectly normal. But if you've got a system and you trust the system and the system tells you don't trade today, you got to not trade today. A trader that um, a friend of mine hired as a mentor once used to tell him to go play golf a lot. It was a swing trading strategy, and he would look at the market and just be like, "Oh yeah, we're nowhere near a system entry." So he's like, "Go play golf for a week and come back." And it would be like, "Seriously, a week?" Like, "Yep." Like that was the strategy. Um, if you want to swing trade, that's you're going to sit around a lot and do nothing. If you want to be busy, then do hyper scalping, right? But just because you're busy doesn't mean you're going to be making money. In fact, it could be the opposite. Maybe the busier you get, you lose money. So this is again, this is the hard part of trading is sitting around doing nothing when you want to be making money. So if you want to be busy to make money, go drive DoorDash or something. All right, stop preaching. Nothing on the scans yet for the spike scanner. I'm writing my AI girlfriend a nasty gram here because she she screwed up this code, and now I'm annoyed. If you weren't here yesterday, that's my God damn it. If you weren't here yesterday, that's my Chat GPT. It's my AI girlfriend. She writes all my code for me. Not all of it, but at this point, most of it. I didn't expect. And sorry if I cut out there for a second. It looked like my system reconnected. Um, I didn't expect to be headed downward this morning. I thought maybe because of that, the way the SPY closed, dipped down below and closed above the moving average. I thought like, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna head higher. I mean, it is still above the moving average, I guess. So maybe that's it. Maybe this will just be a quick. Who knows, right? Here I am predicting again. It's funny when I catch myself doing that when I'm actually saying it out loud. If I was just sitting here with no one to talk to, I would I probably wouldn't catch myself doing that, in the thought process. And that's actually something that I've found to be interesting, just in general, um, is that when you have to say something out loud to another person, it's a lot different. It hits differently than when it's just in your own head and you just keep it up there, right? Because well, one, you have to put it in words that someone else can understand, so you have to explain it differently, and sometimes that helps you see it differently. But also when you're getting ready to say something out loud, sometimes you can realize how ridiculous it sounds. Right, you're just like, oh man, I am talking so much nonsense right now, and 2 seconds ago this was just in my head and it made perfect sense, and now that it's coming out my mouth I feel like an idiot. But yeah, it's interesting. It's probably good for trading, right, to say some things out loud every once in a while. All right, so we're 15 minutes in. There were no gaps on the gap scanner. There are no spikes hitting the spike scanner just yet. The TQ's position is already at break even. Not a bad morning, really. I mean, boring, but account wise, so far I can't lose money. So that's good. And if things keep tanking like this, I won't have to worry about watching the cues at the end of the day for a swing trade entry. I might have to watch the SPY though to be able to get out if it closes below. I should set an alert for that. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Um, hmm. Let's Let's put that back. Like, what are the odds I accidentally clicked and took off my stop right there? Christ. All right. What's my position size in this thing? Just 30 shares. All right. Put that back. What? Now where are we at here? 677.90-ish. All right. Let's create an alert here. The close is at or below. Sure. All right, so we're all set up there. Just some bookkeeping there. In case you missed what I did there, I just put an alert so that if the price on the SPY closes below the 20 SMA, I'll get an alert at the end of the day, just in case I forget to come back and check. That shouldn't be a problem today, but on a day where maybe I'm out and about and I can lose track of what time it is, I'll set those alerts just to. Sometimes I'll put an alarm on my phone too, just to remind me that the close is coming up. So we'll see. Seems to be getting some support at the moving average there, which is not all that surprising, really. Still nothing on the scans. Mm. Just heard back from my AI girlfriend. She she agrees. She fucked up. It's so funny. It's so funny how AI was just like, "Yep, nope, you're right. I'm wrong all the time." It's good stuff. This is normally where I'd be like, surfing the web or playing on my phone or something if I wasn't streaming right now. What I could do is could take a little look at the broader market. To be honest, I haven't really been paying attention to the broader market much, like any of the big names, the Mag Seven or any of those guys. So uh, no idea what's happening out there. How the fuck is Tesla at all-time highs? This, this is the irrationality of the stock market that drives me crazy. That's unreal. That was a crazy chart. That's an absolutely insane chart. Look at this thing, man. This thing, man. That's some nutty stuff. I had no idea Tesla was doing this well lately. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not interested in trading it, but it seems ridiculous to me. I shouldn't say ridiculous. It's just surprising. Given what I hear about Tesla from like I guess my sphere of influence, I wouldn't have expected that they have a an all-time high or near all-time high stock price right now. But I guess that's what happens, man. You get stuck in your little bubble in your echo chamber online or wherever. You're not always getting you're not always getting an accurate representation of what's going on in the world. Hmm. So now we play this game of, you know, is the SPY going to get saved by this moving average? What's actually going to happen here? Is there enough support there, or will it fall through again? And is that the right way to think about it? Right? Is it actually getting support from a moving average, or is it just right? Is that just the magic of a moving average? Is that price tends to do that because of mathematics, not because of like any intention? Who really knows? Does it matter? Just got a couple minutes here, then I'll sign off and go enjoy the next portion of my day. I got rid of all my other. I used to have scanners like the Spike scanner in Thinkorswim, and I deleted them all. I wish I would have kept at least one of them because I would just modify that code and put a backup scanner in Thinkorswim, but I'll have to work on that later. Just to double check, it's never bad to have redundancy, right? If you've got your own scanner that you built, it's not a bad idea to have a backup doing something just in case. Because when I've got a day like this where it's like, okay, no scans or nothing's hitting the scale, it's like, is that actually the case? Which I think it probably is. Or is my scanner just not working? Right. Um, it's good to have redundancy. It's good to have two scanners telling you nothing's happening. It's probably more likely that it's actually nothing happening and not the scanners both not working, right? All right, boys and girls, that's it. I'm out of here. No reason to sit here. The TQ's position is going to do what it's going to do, and if it tanks and clips uh, my first profit target, then I'll move my stop from my phone when I'm out and about. And then outside of that, I might have to check in at the end of the day to close out the SPY position or to enter a Q's position. I would say one or the other is probably likely. It's being since we're let's zoom in here. I would say either the market pushes up and the Qs probably close above the 20, or the market stays low and the SPYs end up closing below the 20. I'm saying one of those is probably likely to happen rather than it just closing in the middle here somewhere where it's, neither one of those things happen. So, all right, that's it. Good luck. Have fun pushing buttons.